Great morning, family. I am Tanya Brooks, your FBA community folk herbalist. It is Monday, May the 13th, day after Mother's Day. I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day, celebrating your mom on yesterday. I know I did, but this morning I am going to talk about, because it really hit me, why mothers are put up on pedestals. Why are we celebrated, and all of that greatness. And I've come to the conclusion, because we are great, I've come to the conclusion that this is the duty, the role, the job, if you will, the title, the embodiment of a mother is the most honorable position that one can have. And this is not to slight anyone, but I'm talking about a mother who has actually carried a child for 9 months, or children, and why we deserve this honorable acclimate, if you will. And I think about, and I'm always going to come from a personal experience. I think about myself as a mom, my mother, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother, because I did have the privilege of meeting my great-grandmother. And the sacrifices, there's this, so the title of this is Why a Mother, right? Hence, why is a mother put on a pedestal, all of that. I'm going to tell you why. There is a comedian, and everybody knows him. He's one of my favorite comedians, Bill Cosby. And he did this skit where he talked about the son for hours. He was helping the son throw the football and catch the football and all of that. And then, basically the son gets on television and says, thanks mom, or hi mom, and he's standing there like, what? I was the one out there with you for hours throwing the football and running the plays and all of that, and here you are on television and you say hi mom. And I thought about that, and there's so many other comedians and things like that have made mention of like that. And I'm going to break down why mothers. There's been a scientific study, and it was a commercial that they were playing a lot this past week, and I'm sure it was probably in light of the fact that Mother's Day was on yesterday. And there was a picture of there was like a little video of a mom, or I think it was two mothers, and they were going into labor. And it says that the human body can withstand 40% of pain before you die, right? So that's basically, you get hit by a car, whatever. You can endure 46%. Now, where they get these percentages from, I don't know. But you can endure 46% of pain before basically the body goes into shock and you pass away, you die. But a woman, when she is when she's going through childbirth, gets up to 58%, can get up to 58% of pain during childbirth, has the baby, and lives. I know personally, I did not have natural childbirth. I had a cesarean, but I would not dilate, and I had been given the Pitocin. So Pitocin, if you don't know, heightens your contractions, and it's supposed to make you dilate more. But when those contractions hit, listen, I told everybody and I remember, and it was a room full of people, I told everybody to shut up. I told my husband to shut up because he was making jokes. And that pain, oh my, you stop breathing, everything. Why a mother? On yesterday, not even just on yesterday, but really this weekend we had plans. And my daughter's birthday was last month, but we really weren't able to do everything for her on her birthday. So for this Saturday, one of the places she wanted to go to a mall that was out of state. So this Saturday we had made plans. Bye, I love you. Remember, you got track practice. I'll be picking you up. Go get on the bus. So bye. So why the mother? So this Saturday, you know, I really started not feeling really that well Friday evening, but because I really didn't eat my dinner or anything, and I'm an eater. I love to eat. So for me not to eat my dinner, you know something is wrong with me. So I really wasn't feeling that well, but Saturday morning, listen, boy's got to get his hair cut, did that. Took him to get his hair cut. And the plans were to go take my daughter to the mall that's out of state for her to do her shopping and things like that. And, you know, I was going to be getting myself some things for Mother's Day and some shopping and stuff like that. And they had great sales up there. And, of course, I did some shopping at one of my favorite stores, which is the Gap. But I would say within, and it took us like 40 minutes to get there. And my daughter loves this mall. It's the Holyoke Mall in Massachusetts. Why she loves this mall, I don't know. But that's where she went to go do her birthday shopping. So we go to the mall. And I would say within the first 15, 20 minutes, I started feeling like warm. Like clammy and warm. And I was like, this is not good. Because I kid you not, every time we go to this mall, which is maybe once, twice a year, I get ill. I get sick. And I remember driving there saying to myself, I hope I do not get sick. I kid you not, 15, 20 minutes into the mall, shopping and stuff, I'm feeling clammy. I'm not feeling well. So I was like, Ty, this is all in your mind. You're psyching yourself out. And then about an hour, we ended up being in this mall for 3 hours. And about an hour into the mall, that's when I was doing like my shopping. My daughter had already got her some things, and I did my shopping in the Gap, and I was in there. I would say I was in there probably for like 45 minutes, you know. And, you know, the family was very patient with me, whatever. And I was saying, you know what? We got to get something to eat. Because I'm like, I got to get something to eat. So maybe we did a couple more stores. And then I would say, like the last hour, we went to the food court. And I was like, all right, guys, what do you want to get to eat? And so we decided on what we're going to eat. So we're sitting down, we're eating, and you know, my daughter was like, are we going to bring it back home? And I was like, no, we're going to eat here, because I'm saying to myself, I don't feel good. I'm not telling them I don't feel well, but I'm like, I need to get something to eat. Make a long story short, I take maybe like 3-4 forkfuls of my food, and I'm like, I'm full. And the children were like, yeah, they were full too. So I was like, okay, maybe this is just us, not me. Why the mother, right? Because what I realized with us, we gonna push through. I started feeling ill. I started feeling cold, sweaty, all at the same time. I'm like, this is not good. This is not good. So my daughter is an avid reader, and she loves the Percy Jackson books. Now, she wanted to go to Barnes & Noble, which is outside of the store. I didn't feel good, y'all. I did. By this point, 3 hours into the mall, I just want to go home. But this is what my baby wanted. Come on, I'm not telling nobody I'm not feeling well. And so we go to Barnes & Noble, which is outside of the mall. And right next door, but outside of the mall. So we're in Barnes & Noble for about a good 25 minutes. And I'm struggling, but I'm holding it together. Because, listen, it's about my baby and her books. And she got her books, and then Zeke was looking around. They got like these huge Legos, and that's his thing, Legos. He's looking at those. He's looking at books too. And so I'm like, let me go to Starbucks, because they got the Starbucks in here. Let me get myself this new drink that they got. I don't even remember the name of it. And hence, I still don't feel 100%. So we leave the mall, and mind you, part of we leave the mall, and so we gotta drive back to Connecticut. I'm feeling like crap. So we drive back to Connecticut. We get in the house, and I'm telling everyone, I'm like, look, Mommy's not feeling well. I'm feeling too well. I'm just gonna lay down. And roundabout, maybe we get back into the house. Oh no, mind you, they're like, Mommy, you gotta get your Mother's Day flowers. So when we get back to Connecticut, come on, you gotta get your flowers. You gotta get your Mother's Day flowers. So we go to Lowe's. I get the plants. I'm feeling like crap, but I gotta push, right? This is what we do as mothers. And so then we get home, and I'm feeling like crap. So I'm like, let me try and eat a little bit more. So I eat a little bit more of my leftovers that we got from the mall. Within 45 minutes, I'm hurling. It's disgusting. Hurling. Disgusting. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. And then, basically, I go to bed like before 8 o'clock. Wake up like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, hurling again. I'm like, oh my goodness. Because I'm like, I got food poisoning. But no, Tanya, you don't got food poisoning. You got some bug or something, or flu, whatever. But I'm a mom. And I got to keep going, because we have, the family's got plans for me for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. We got to do Mother's Day breakfast. Now, mind you, I don't have a temperature. We got to do Mother's Day breakfast. One of the gifts that the family gave me was going to see one of my favorite franchises, that's Planet of the Apes. Had to go to the movie theater, right? And then we're going to dinner, right? So I'm an early riser. I get up at 5. I normally get up at 5 o'clock. Now, mind you, I wanted to be at breakfast by 8 yesterday morning. I did not get out of the bed until like 8:30. And so everybody brought me their gifts. I opened them up in bed. I took pictures of the gifts that the children gave me, posted it. You all see they gave me beautiful gifts that they purchased for me, things that they know I like, from Five Below with their money. They were given $20 a piece, and they got me beautiful gifts. My daughter made me a beautiful handmade Mother's Day card that she created in school, along with a flat stone, which is so significant. And she decorated it, and on this says, I love you. And they know I'm a herbalist, and I'm into the natural remedies and things like that. They both bought me a seesaw lamp in the shape of a pyramid, waterfall. My son bought me a new phone case for my phone, and chocolate, right? All they're great gifts from Five Below, and then the handmade gifts. So I told him, I said, listen, I told the family, I said, listen, I want us to be to breakfast by 10 o'clock. I knew it was going to be packed. But we were able to get there at 10:05. And they were like, well, where you want to go? I said, let's just go to IHOP's. So we went to IHOP's. I had no appetite. They're like, Mommy, you going to eat? I'm like, nope, I'm not eating. I had some black tea and I had a little fruit cup. And they got their, everybody else got their regular breakfasty stuff. And then literally, we had an hour to spare before the movie had started. I said, let me go home. I gotta go home. I gotta go use the bathroom. I'm not trying to be graphic, but that's what I had to do. And I did. That made me feel a little bit better. Not too much, but a little bit better. Then I was like, let me go to CVS. And I got some medicine from CVS. Right? And we went to the movies. Now, mind you, this is why the mother, right? This is why mothers are celebrated. These types of things. Because Mother's Day really wasn't about me. It was about my children and my family, them wanting to celebrate me. So how could I not follow through with what the plans were? How could I not? So we went to the movies that started at 12, and it was 2 hours and 24 minutes. Let me tell you, I slept through, I think, like 75% of the movie. I slept. Yes, I did. And the crazy thing, because I didn't sleep the night before. I was up, I was in pain, I was vomiting, everything. I was a mess. I slept through the movie. But I got through it. And the crazy thing is my son slept too. He slept too. He's like, Bobby, he like balled up against me. I was like, oh, what? But this is why the mother, right? Because we do what we got to do, right? We're mothers. And nothing is going to get in the way of us mothering, right? And so we got through the movie. Hannah watched it in its entirety and liked it a lot. Me and Zeke, not so much. And it's so funny because I remember like 2 years ago, Mother's Day. And this is no slight against my husband or any men, but like that mother, it may have been Father's Day. It was Father's Day. It was two years ago, Father's Day. And, we wanted to take him to breakfast and all of that. And he didn't feel good. And he was like, y'all just go and celebrate me. And bring me back some food. And so we did that. But me being a mother, no. My family is dependent on them, depending on me, them being able to celebrate me. So how could I not? Feeling as crappy as I felt and still do. You can hear it in my voice. But we got through the movie and I told him, I said, listen, I really wanted to go to either Red Lobster or Cheesecake Factory. I said, listen, Mommy can't see. I gotta get home. I said, where else do you guys want to go? We can get takeout and we can go home. So everybody said, I said, what about Moe's? And they were like, yep, Moe's is fine. We went to Moe's, which is like a town over from where we live. And we got Moe's and went to the house. And they ate. I think I took like 3 forkfuls maybe of my food. And I was like, I'm good. Because I got the nachos. I was like, I'm good. But what I didn't say was Saturday, not only when we got home did I get home, but I washed clothes. Because I was like, I'm not washing no clothes on Mother's Day. I washed clothes. I washed like 6 loads of clothes. And I put my flowers out. Because they have to be set out, right? For Mother's Day. This is what it's about, guys. Being a mom. So this is why mothers, because we go hard. We go hard for our families, for our husbands, and for our children. Nothing gets in the way of us doing what it is. We understand the assignment and we get it done. There's a picture, another commercial of people have posted it, and it's this mother, and it must be one of her children's birthdays, and she's like on a city bus. She's got a cupcake, she got the decorations, she's got everything, and she's making it happen. So to all the mothers that make it happen, I salute you. I celebrate you. The world would not be the nurturing, caring place that it is without you. So I know it's a day late, but I celebrate you and I say happy Mother's Day, and keep doing what you're doing. And this is why mothers. Family, as always, be great to yourself because you are great. Be great to your families because they deserve your greatness. Be great to your community. Without love, self-love first, we have absolutely nothing. And as always, clarity is key, but without consistency, we have no balance. Family and mothers, be well.